And these are the kind of people we need in the world, who don't question why, they react with a solution. So he arrived with the lanyards from his company, Wizcard, and guess what? He is the CEO of his company representing Wizcard today. Welcome with me heartily, Dr. Axel Zein, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. 3 is actually a magical number. Have you noticed that? We say good things come in 3s. Auf Deutsch, alle guten Dinge sind 3. And sometimes when we ask questions, the answer is threefold. What does it take to be a great manager? Guess what? 3 things. Leadership, the ability to rally people behind you for a certain cause, and we assume you know where you're going and how to get there. Secondly, the ability to assess people correctly. You put someone on the job, you better make sure it's the right person on the job. Thirdly, the ability to act upon your people's assessment. See, take a team in sports or in business, give them time, and everybody in that team will know exactly who the top performers are and who the low performers are. The manager will know that too, but to act upon that is an entirely different story. Now, what's the job of a manager? The job of a manager is to make the team better. If you're manager of Bayern Munich, of Football Club Barcelona, or of Real Madrid, you're being measured against last season's success. You better or not? Same in business. And there are managers who are saying, I'm not firing, I'm a good person. You're not a good person, you're a coward, because you're being paid to raise the bar, to make the team better, and you're not doing it. Now, when firing people, you can fire Trump style. I'm great, so great, you're fired. And that's that. The American, thank you. The American hire and fire, or you can give it some thought. My mantra for firing is 3 things. No humiliation, put yourself in their shoes, and no surprises. Now wait a bit. There are a lot of different situations on firing, but roughly there are 3 categories. First, firing because of violation of rules, stealing, cheating, lying. Firings because of an economical downturn, your company just doesn't have enough money to pay everybody. And firing because of low performance or non-performance. And let's go through that. Firing because of violation of rules. When somebody steals, cheats, lies, sexually harasses someone, commits a crime, had it all. What you have to do is first make sure the allegations are correct. You might end up in court. So correct means not only from a moral perspective, but also from a legal perspective. Once you know that, it's very simple. This is really black and white. Fire the person, kick them out the door as fast as you can, and make sure that everyone in the organization knows why you did it. Because you want to send a clear message. Around here, we do not tolerate this kind of behavior. That's a fairly easy thing. I'm not saying it's fun, it's not. But it's not rocket science. Second category, firings due to an economical downturn. Remember Air Berlin, that airline? They went broke, and people were protesting on the street because they lost their job, basically from one day to the other. Do you think the top management was surprised they went bankrupt? I think they knew very well the ship was sailing in shallow water, and eventually they would hit rock bottom. Now, obviously, they couldn't avoid it, but what they could have done is they could have taken the surprising element out of it. Remember, no humiliation, put yourself in their shoes, no surprises. For the first type of firing, for violation of rules, surprises are intrinsic. You're surprised that somebody did a crime, they're surprised because they're being busted, they're being caught, and everybody else in the organization is surprised that, oh my God, what's happening? But for the second part, second type of firing due to an economical downturn, try and be as open as possible about financial figures. Sometimes there are restrictions. Try to motivate people to go and look for jobs early on in the process. Third type of firing, firings for low performance or for non-performance. This is not the gray area, this is the super gray area. Because all of us, we don't think of ourselves as low performers. And when our bosses come and they point out a series of things, you didn't do that, you didn't do this, you didn't deliver, you didn't da-da-da-da-da, we all do the same thing. We come up with a million reasons, excuses actually, why things are the way they are. And all these reasons are outside of our sphere of influence. It's the neighbors, it's marketing, it's sales, it's the customers, it's the suppliers, it's the universe, but it's never me. When you engage in a conversation with somebody about low performance, this is what happens. It's a human reaction and is very normal, and you have to take that into account. No humiliation, put yourself in their shoes, no surprises. So the way you could do it is give them a chance to improve. Let them make a plan on how their performance can increase, make milestones and check them up, and make it very clear from the start that if it doesn't work out, there is only one way to separate. So what happens is the performance might improve, which makes the firing obsolete, yay! Or the performance does not improve, but during those milestone meetings when you check up on their performance and it's not so good and you remind them that at the end of the process they're going to be fired, maybe they start looking for another job themselves and they leave, yay, firing made obsolete. Or you really have to enter that final firing conversation. But then you don't have to humiliate. You've put yourself in their shoes, you've given them a chance, and finally there are no surprises because it's been clear all along if you make it clear. So unless your name is Donald Trump, so great, you hate firing, and everybody does. But if you manage it, it doesn't have to turn out in that nasty and dirty little thing it often does. Now, 10 minutes on firing is tough, but you've learned more than most MBA students worldwide because we do not teach how to fire. We never do. It's insane, but this is the fact. So if you want to learn more, connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll be bringing a book out later this year. I hope I could be of service. Thank you very much.